Welcome, Noodlers. We are here. Stadium behind us. But, first thing first. We lost one of our own, and we do need to pay our respects to Miss Maggie. Miss Maggie, we're going to miss you. R.I.P. We love you.
Yes. Same as OSG, everybody here at Foxtrot. Condolences for Maggie and her family. Still in shock. I still can't believe it. We definitely missed her tonight. And may she rest in peace.
May she rest in peace. All right, y'all, but hey, tonight was CCC Leg 2. What happened? What fucking happened? We won the fucking game 1-0. But Herman was here. What did we do tonight, Herman? What did we do tonight, brother?
I met you at pitch 25 before
Yes,
the
sir.
game.
Yes, sir.
And I told you, I feel it in my heart.
And you were right.
I feel it in my heart.
You were right, bro. You were right.
That we were going to move on tonight.
Yes, sir.
This is Dynamo after dark. We don't care that they turn off the stadium lights.
We're still here.
And so is the Dynamo. They're moving on to the round of 16. They face the champions. GM's former team, Arthur's former team, to set up a spicy matchup against Columbus Crew, OSG.
Hey, and before that, who got the goal? Finally! The man has been begging for that goal, and we knew he was a threat, and Eric finally friggin' hit that ball in, bro. And then, I'm not complaining about the referee tonight. Not one bit.
Nope.
Replacement, yes.
Only one time.
That's okay.
Only one time, and it was just they got an out of bounds call right here. Wrong.
That's nothing. That's nothing, bro.
That's it. If that's the problem,
yeah,
that's a great job.
This guy can be a pro referee any freaking time, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, that was a good game. Right here, the pitch is right fucking here.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. We love it. Dynamo, H is up. What's next, Herman?
H is up.
What's next for us, bro?
Saturday. Back here.
Yes,
sir.
Against NYRB. Yeah. But you know what comes up first?
What's that?
We got to segue into the actual episode where we talk about this game right here.
Okay.
We're going to
do that.
Right?
Let's do that. Let's get more in depth.
Take us into it, bro.
Yeah, let's get more in depth.
Out.
Concacaf Champions, your Houston Dynamo win 1-0. Advance after a 2-2 aggregate score. We move on because we have more visitor goals. Take it away, OSG and Andres Foxtrot.
This is Foxtrot. We're here with you on the field, on the pitch, bringing it to you. Rest in peace, Maggie. We'll see you soon, brothers. H is up. Let's take you into the episode right now.
Hey everyone, this is episode 82 of Noodle Time. Welcome back. Here with me is a man that's through to the Concacaf Champions, but lost in purple, OSG. How's it going, sir? We're all purple.
Yeah.
We're in a purple mood right now.
Yeah. We're 0 and purple. We're 0 and purple. I mean, but to start, we beat St. Louis to start the week advance, okay, and then we had a tough weekend. So it is what it is. Well, it's not like expectations are super high right now. We know what we're dealing with, but I was sick this weekend, so I was not able. I went Tuesday to St. Louis. As you'll see further on in the episode, and then this weekend I was sick, so I was unable to attend Saturday, and I'm unable to make that drive. That would have been the worst. Just trying to sit there and be comfortable. No, it just wouldn't have worked. So that just would have sucked. So then I was unable to make that, unfortunately. So no OSG mileage tracker this weekend. None on Wednesday as well. Going to Houston against Columbus. So I'll have to pass that up, and I will. Next time I'll go to Houston we'll see. Hopefully Portland. We'll have to figure that out though. But Man City beat Man U. That was what I guess was my happy part of the weekend.
No, yeah, for me, I guess Real Madrid outside of the Dynamo and Real Madrid did come back to tie Valencia, like even though in the last past the regular 90 minutes, it was like a controversy in stoppage time because the players didn't feel like not a lot of time was given to them, and also the referee blew the whistle right as soon as one of our players crossed the ball into the box for Bellingham to score, and yeah, they got mad about it. I was when you just go back to the replay, like I feel like the referee gave enough time, but that's definitely another conversation for like a Real Madrid podcast or something, because this is all Dynamo, all Dash, all day, every day. But yeah, like we do have a few things to go through in this episode.
Hey,
Obviously, we got yeah.
real quick, as we're recording, just kind of funny, coinky what just went through your email?
All right.
Yeah, what? Oh, you didn't see it. Okay, mine comes across since I'm using my computer, but damn,
What about it?
damn, oh, damn. I was hoping for a little bit more in there. Unfortunately, dang. I was hoping for some little media video in there. It's just an email from the
Okay.
dash. Just an email from the dash. But yeah, what you got coming up? I was excited, bro. From the it was I was excited.
I was like news or
Yeah,
transfer.
no,
It's
no
not. It's
new
not
news.
that.
No, and it wasn't even anything. It was just a teaser.
No, yeah, but we do have a few things to talk about in this one. Obviously, the two games for Dynamo this week, I feel, and including transfer nugget from Matt Doyle, which was pretty rare. Like he's usually not the person that drops rumors like that, but apparently we are due for a couple signings, which we'll get into. Dash news, kids, finally. We'll go through that too
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
have an issue with the templates though,
All
but
right.
we'll leave it at that for
Yeah.
now. But yeah. So first things
Okay.
first, let's get started with the Dynamo. Uh, we advanced into the round of 16 of Concacaf Champions. With the Dynamo beating St. Louis 1-0, and even though they tied the aggregate score, they advanced in the away goal they scored in St. Louis in the first leg. So this game though, obviously, like we come back to some of the negatives that I saw against Sporting KC, which were really just like whenever teams figure out the ways Houston can like move forward or try to like attack, they try to set up the low block, or at least like make life impossible for the midfielders to find like the passing. But sometimes Houston just earns those opportunities to score, and I feel like that's what happened here, because like one of the few things, obviously without Ache, there's very few things they have to do, and obviously when you have to send out Brad Smith, it also limits those possibilities. But the team found those opportunities well, and I felt like the team defended very well, and especially towards the second half. And that's probably something we can talk about when we get into the starting lineup.
Well, like right now, I mean, the starting lineup for that game was, Bartlow in the back, Stairs in the back as well, because Escobar's still not ready. Greg Goose instead of Reigns. Archer still started. Like you said, Smith. Seba Siegel started at striker. Noah Liu in the lineup. So it was a rotated lineup, but it was still at home, and it was still defensively strong. Your Bartlow and McHale are going to give you everything. Dorsey's going to give you everything. And then Stairs, man, so you're good. So you knew the back four was going to be good. Were we going to be able to defend or not get beat or whatever? And they were able to perform, and get out with that 1-0 victory. And what a game it friggin' was, and just stupid ass 9:30, start time or whatever.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. But I was there. I was there for it. It was fun. We had a good time. We won the game. We're moving on. We got the champions. And just, St. Louis didn't even do nothing that game. We dominated. They had maybe 2 good opportunities. Klaus, one of those times, was like a good header. It just kind of shot over the goal. Yes, but otherwise than that, it wasn't there wasn't even a threat. It's just too bad we couldn't score more goals and just put them away easily. But we had to make it 1-0 and leave us on the edge of our seats the entire time. But it was fun, bro. It was fun, man. So, St. Louis, you're eliminated. You suck. I'm just kidding. But it was fun. It was fun. So. Glad I could make it there on a Tuesday friggin' night at 9:30. I won't be doing that again on the weekday, but it was fun. So we'll see.
The one thing I was really trying to highlight, or rather just something that I was focusing on this game, was just Griffin Dorsey, because I feel like he hasn't had the obviously coming off of last season, it's gonna be tough to it's a pretty high bar to accomplish. And the past couple of games, I feel like he was slightly disappointing, even though he has been getting a lot of crosses or setting up those opportunities very well to score. And I feel like he has been really really missing that. I'm not sure if it's just an issue that he's still trying to figure out this new midfield with the current players that we have, but just in the past few games, I feel like he was really not really his shape was not the same, or his form really was the same as he finished last year. But wait, I was looking for that, and also I was excited to see Steres back in the starting lineup. Even though he only played the first half and a good chunk on the second half, and honestly, because Steres sometimes, especially as a fullback, I was surprised he can play a fullback sometimes, but he pretty much just came off as a way for Escobar to come in after the goal, so they can just secure the lead. But
yeah,
I like that. And also, I guess we can probably just get into the conversation more, and when we talk about the Red Bulls game. But John Gregus, I don't know about you, but I really like him. He played full 90 here, and man, just the way he obviously that his presence, it really comes down to his experience, and just the way that he knows where to be to disallow opportunities and just move the ball forward. Obviously, he's not a Chache, but I just like how he plays.
Yeah, I can say he's not even Caicedo either, but he's very reliable, very confident. He's very confident on the ball. You can he'll make the great passes, but he won't make the ache passes, so don't expect that from him. He's not going to have the pace, so that's why I say Caicedo, can run around more than Gregus. But he's solid, he's reliable, he's dependable, and you have a 33-year-old, you have an 18-year-old playing the same position right now. So it's you're going 15 years pretty much, and if Archer's out, then they both play, or one of those play. So it's an important position, and he even mentioned he prefers the 6 over the 8, but he's played them both, and he'll play either one. So he's confident with the 6, but he's playing a little bit of an 8 right now, playing in Ache's role, and he's doing okay. Hey, can't complain. Can't complain. We'll just see how the season goes from here.
No, and one of the things, or one of the issues the team is, or at least that I've seen so far to start the season, I'll save one of those issues to the other game, because it's pretty. It's definitely obvious here, but just the way St. Louis, for the past, even from the last game against them back in St. Louis, they pretty much figured out what to do, and they knew coming into this one that Houston didn't have the players to have a high scoring game to put the game away from them, and really in the second half they pretty much just shifted gears into setting up the counterattack. They were able to get a few opportunities in, but defensive did very well trying to avoid those opportunities. And yeah, I can definitely get into that like for the game against the Red Bulls, but really it was concerning, especially the lack of opportunities created for the Dynamo. Um, and yeah, like it's just really disappointing in that aspect.
Same shit, different day, just a new season. Can't score from the
Yeah.
front third, so it is what it is. And unfortunately, we didn't even get to see Sebas. He played 11 minutes or whatever the hell it was, 21 minutes or whatever the hell it was, and then he goes down with his hamstring. So we didn't even get to try him out and prove us wrong or prove us right either way. So it kind of sucks. And so it's what do? You have Aliyu and you have Siegel. Aliyu who prefers as a wing. You have Siegel who is still young and prosperous. So you throw him up there and put him in the back with the Wolves. So it's tough to what Ben does, and obviously nobody's came in yet, and there's nobody else to even try up there right now. So we'll see how it goes. Advancing with St. Louis, thankfully against Columbus, we have a bye on that MLS weekend, so we play Columbus back to back with no MLS game in between. So we get the rest in between. They don't. So it'll be to our advantage of how we play the lineup in that regard. But yeah, we won, we advanced, we move on to not from the Western Conference champion to now the MLS champion. So who wants
just
next?
like that,
Yeah,
and potentially playing a Tigres or Monterrey, I believe, but depending on how that goes. But
yeah. I thought it
it's
was
gonna be
Tigres or Orlando. I forget which one. I
gotcha.
thought it was Tigres or Orlando, but yeah, it's not going to be Orlando the way they performed against Miami yesterday. So Tigres will just kill them
Oh
as
no,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
we
I
moved.
saw
We
that game
moved.
and it was a whole can of worms. Yeah.
Yeah. We moved. So like you said, bro, St. Louis. That was just a way to perform. We were hoping for a 1-0 win. We believed in a 1-0 win. If it turned into a shootout, then that's when it's going to get questionable as to how we were going to advance. But we believed that they would have scored. And dang, it was going to be hard to try to get those goals that we needed to advance. But it worked out in our way, and boom, send them home. Next, Columbus. Let's go. Christian, Martin, Ramirez, you're up.
Yep. And oh yeah, and also you just mentioned we do have a bye for this weekend in MLS, so we won't be playing MLS up not until like the week after. And we are actually this week and next week we are playing the two legs against Columbus to decide who goes to the quarterfinals of Concacaf Champions. So Houston is hosting the first leg on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Can you believe that? An actual kickoff time? That's
Yeah.
great. So 7
Yep.
p.m. in Houston on Wednesday. That's March 6th. And we play the second leg in Columbus on Tuesday, March 12th. So next Tuesday at 5 p.m. our time. So
Their
that
time.
that's
Their time as well.
that's yeah. And oh yeah, they're central. Yeah, our time still. Ours their time. But
Right.
that second
Central
leg that's
time.
gonna be insane.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. I'll make it home right in time to turn the TV on for that one. Be ready to go. I guess I'll just have some liquor cold in the freezer ready to go, and I'll just get it on 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And then Jesus, might go to bed early that night, depending on the way we play.
Yeah. And speaking on the way we play, we can probably get salty now at
Yeah.
the performance in MLS this weekend. Houston losing at home 2-1 against the New York Red Bulls. And what I can definitely say about this game is just that pretty much the thing that has been stinging us since the start of the year, which is no attack. They keep building up,
Not to start the game.
or at least I mean, but still, like the game is played like over 90 minutes, and you have to bring it.
Yep.
But we got the goal early, which was great. Like second assist for Coco.
Did you say Chelsea? They play like Chelsea, where they self implode and
No. No. Dragon Ball reference. I didn't expect that, honestly.
Well, they did. They self imploded.
Yeah.
They Chelsea.
No, pretty much like great start. First 10 minutes, probably 15 minutes, and then it was just like downhill from there gradually, and really just well, the two main issues for me were just like the attack and also just the team really letting the Red Bulls get back into the game, and really just capitalizing off of that opportunity like in the second half. Like it was miserable, and the way I've seen it is that they figured out how we play. They figured out our current weaknesses with the roster that we have, and it was really disappointing to watch this game. It was very irritating for sure, but
It was
yeah.
disappointing. You know, it was really disappointing. Just what you just did right there. God dang, Box. You jumped straight to how the play ended up after the goal, but didn't talk about the goal itself. And Aliyu
I'm
scored
angry about it, man.
his first goal. Let's give him credit first. Or were you trying to like be angry and then like, let's come back into a happy mood?
I was gonna get into
Here,
Liu later, but
mommy,
I mean,
mommy, can I have ice cream? No, so like, all right. So but we just because it was the 8th minute, what 7th or 8th minute. Coco with the ball just past midfield puts a friggin' ball across to Aliyu. Aliyu chest traps it, and and it was great to see him do that because forwards playing that ball right then, they expect that defender to get a touch, and they don't play it the way Aliyu did. Aliyu played it and just forgot about the defender and said, "I'm trapping this ball. It's coming to me." Boom. He did, and the defender touched it, it would have messed it up. So he played it like the defender wasn't going to touch it. Boom, perfect. Chest right to his feet, and he actually put one past the keeper for a change on a real goal. And of course, it comes from the wing, not a striker position, unfortunately for me, as a striker believer. But scored the goal. It was beautiful. Great pass from Coco, who set it up. That was an Ache beauty right there. So, Coco, keep doing that, brother. Keep doing it. We know you got it in you. Aliyu, keep doing it. Scored, boom. And that was very hopeful at that point of the game. And then, like Fox said, it just went downhill from there. Poorly.
on the technical side, like it gets, for me, it gets like worse, or rather, just like really, it gets some like a Dynamo fan angry because you look at the stats, they're pretty much even, like even total shots, like they still got like a 13 to 12, like Houston to the Red Bulls, and they still got the same amount of shots on goal, but the Red Bulls just looked like the better team, like in the second half,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just really part of our weakness, like we've just mentioned multiple times. But it's just really the fact that we don't have like a lot of, or that game changer or that X factor to like just put us ahead by to put us ahead to then match those types of results like we did against the Lewis. And yeah, I was really disappointed by that game, and just the fact that we couldn't really do much aside from shifting. Well, Gabe's the goal like coming up for Basi in the second half. I was like, oh, I know what we're trying to do, but yeah, it's not. I don't feel it's gonna work.
Bossy and Seba on the field at the same time too, though. So that was the only thing that was interesting about that play.
Yeah,
that move, which we'll see if that works in the future. But we need a striker on the field at the same time when we do that. So, I don't think we did, but interesting move. So it was like you said, it was a frustrating game. Forsberg hitting the post, the crossbar in the first half on a set piece. He's done that 2 weeks in a row now. He's been dangerous 2 weeks in a row now. He's only played 2 games for them. So like we talked about it last week in Instagram and on the C and Red podcast, Forsberg is dangerous and makes a difference. And he made a difference, and he made the plays off. And unfortunately, 2 stupid mistakes. Reigns, I guess, did not know the guy was coming up from behind, didn't hear people calling man on, or nobody called man on, lost the ball from behind. Dude turns around, they go forward. It takes a couple passes, but it eventually ends up in the net. And then later, oh, geez, don't pass back to the middle. Well, Archer makes a pass back to the middle. And it's just right there, intercepted, boom, next pass, boom. Brilliant shot up into the upper 90 that Clark couldn't do nothing about it. They win 2-1 because there's nothing we could do about the rest of our game, the rest of the game. So, boom, sucks. That was just unfortunate. And then, Ben after the game says, Arthur, he gets a pass. He gets a pass. Arthur's our best player. He gets a pass, which I'm okay with. He does. He gets a pass. But he should have known better as the best player not to make that pass. So, yeah, he gets a pass, but he made a pass to the wrong player. So, yeah, he gets a pass just because he made a pass. So, really, he didn't get in trouble because he gets a pass. So.
No, yeah, one of the things that I remember from the opener against Sporting KC was just some of the passes that Artur was just making, and really, it's either a misfire, he gets the ball away, or the pass is perfect, and we can all say with a shadow of a doubt is the Ache issue for sure, but it's a trend, and for me, it's very worrying, and it's something that we had to sort out, and same goes for. Well, to an extent, it goes to Brooklyn as well. Like, he's still young. He's still got a long way to go to, like, learn and experience. But he's getting a lot of opportunities to keep playing. But I feel like if he keeps messing up like this, then he's gonna be probably the second option. And like I said, there's still plenty of season to figure that out. But at the same time, he has to figure it out because he has been costing us games now.
Yeah, that's two. That's two now. Two big ones that everybody's going to remember so far. So, there's a Diego Gonzalez out there who's a little more attacking because you got Arthur starting. So, could he start instead of Reigns if Reigns is going to keep making these mistakes? I'm sure that's a question that some of the fans have asked. Thankfully, I hadn't seen a lot of it. So, Reigns is still good and still the choice. Good Goose might become the choice if he keeps making those and he's starting, and I'd prefer not. I'd rather be a little more excitement, a little more movement. Grey Goose is just solid and reliable. Reigns might be able to create something to score something, but he can't be taken off the ball like that again. Yeah. So we got to do better than that, or bring somebody in to do better than that.
But yeah, I guess we can end the pity party there. Because I'm looking forward. I just want to talk. I just want to talk more positive. I don't feel like with the next topic we're gonna talk like more positive. Well, actually, we can get into it because we finally got rumors. We finally have rumors. Can you believe it?
Yeah, get into it, bro. I'm not stepping into that muddy water.
So today, like, we're recording on Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and Matt Doyle, which is like one of the pundits for MLS, he said that multiple sources from his end confirmed that there are multiple signings for Dynamo that are imminent, including a young designated player, and multiple like can just be like two, which I feel like it can just be. I feel like it's just gonna be the safe amount, but I was also fully expecting the young DP at this point, based on the movements that we've made lately, and I mean, it's about time. Like, fans have been starving, like, since the offseason started, and man, like, we still don't know like the position of the young DP. Hopefully not a fullback. Please God, no. But man, I'm happy.
Yeah, we'll see what this is or what this is about. That's one person that a lot of people don't like on the internet. So,
right.
I mean, we've been. This is nothing new. We've been told this for 2 months now. So who cares? Whoopty friggin' do. I'll believe it when I see it. You can report it. Friggin' Trump can report it on Trump Truth or whatever, Truth Social, whatever that friggin' bullshit is called. It doesn't matter until the Dynamo report it and it's true, or at least Tom Bogert, not Matthew Doyle. Sorry, Matthew Doyle. Sorry. So, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. So. Whatever. We get into that market again. Pat has said we're in the market. We're just struggling to sign people. We can't get to the finish line with the people that we're negotiating with. So it eventually will come. I predicted a couple episodes ago that it's going to be the summer before at least the DP that we signed. So I will say the same thing as far as like signings that are impactful for the team will come in the summer, and there might be one that's forced now, maybe a second one that's forced now just because of lack of depth or necessity. But I'd be more interested to see what we do during the summer, and that's when the summer is. Half the time it could be a free transfer because if they're coming from overseas, they're out of season. If they're coming from South America, then yeah, you shoot. I guess we're paying the transfer fee, so it doesn't matter. But it'll be interesting to see where they come from and what we're doing. But I think it'll be summer will be hotter than what we're doing right now in this window that ends in a whole nother month.
Yeah, we still got the window open for the next month, so we'll see how that goes. So we'll wait. We'll wait to see what the player is or who the player is, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah.
With that, the last piece of Dynamo news from the week is that Houston's going to be one of the 8 first teams from MLS that's going to be participating in the 2024 U.S. Open Cup. Obviously, Houston coming in as the defending champion, so we're gonna be defending the trophy. I was pretty upset about this, not because Dynamo participating, but because MLS is only fielding 8 teams, 8 first teams, because it's gonna be 8 first teams and also 11 MLS Next Pro teams, which are not all of them.
So to clarify, the MLS teams are the teams that are not participating in CCC or have been eliminated from CC right now, and so their schedule isn't going to be so as contagious because they're not competing in Champions Cup anymore. So that's why those 8 teams are in, or 7 teams are in the Open Cup plus the defending champion, which is the Dynamo. The reason that they're in, most likely you'll see the Dynamo use a second team formation for the first few rounds until we start getting into the when we hit that rivalry match where it's usually SKC, Dallas, Minnesota. Who
RSL.
was it? RSL, yeah. Who was it last year that we hit that was different than usual in the Open Cup?
Our first team was the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Our first MLS like rivalry team. After Tampa Bay was somebody else, and then after that was somebody else. But yeah, anyway, so I'm okay with it because you don't have to use your first team. You can just say your first team's there. So just put whatever roster you friggin' want in there, and who cares? Just move on, play on. If you lose, you lose. It'd be nice to defend it. This is obviously a good opportunity to defend it with the lack of first team players playing, and with the other teams and second teams playing. But it'll be interesting to see what we do at that point because will we be in CCC still as well when the cup starts for us? That'll be another thing that plays into it. So we'll see about that. Let's go. Let's play them all. Let's play them all. Work on the depth and let's play them all.
And Houston has that luxury, unlike other teams. So a thumbs down to MLS. All the thumbs down for making Leagues Cup a problem. Obviously, it's evident that they pretty much just expanded Leagues Cup so they can pad the deal with Apple to show all the games on their platform and really creating the problem of congesting all the games to make everything bad. So
yeah,
it's their fault, and it's really really sad that they're also U.S. Soccer just letting them do this because they're supposed to field all the teams, but they're letting MLS bend their rules so they can just like have a limited amount of first teams appear and really just to keep the Division 1 sanctioning so they can keep those benefits as well for benefits for players, a FIFA calendar stuff so they can play with the national teams, and just disappointing, really. So thumbs down to MLS because you deserve it. But yeah, enough Dynamo. Okay, OSG, I hope you're ready to talk about the Dash.
No, because I got to do the MLS scoreboard first for week 2.
Good.
So as we
Good.
run through it, yeah, you got to remember our own agenda. So Minnesota and Columbus tied 1-1. So Columbus coming in. This coming up week, they were at Minnesota and only tied 1-1. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Christian Ramirez is returning, but he's a sub. Real Salt Lake killed LAFC 3-0. Miami, oh my God, they just.
I watched that game. No, that was
dude,
man. What?
Retarded. Beat Orlando 5-0. And Orlando is an offensive threat, and they just kind of destroyed them. So there's 2-0 and 5-0 already for Miami. So here we go. We got to listen to all the BS about Miami now until someone starts beating them. Vancouver, Charlotte 1-1. St. Louis gets a friggin' win 2-0 against New York at home for St. Louis. Sporting KC and Philly go 1-1. So Philly's 2 ties already. And of course, our match, Dallas. Dallas would have lost to Montreal in Dallas 2-1. I saw that score. I was kind of surprised. So Cincinnati would have won 2-1 in Chicago. Colorado hosts Nashville 1-1. Seattle, this was a surprise too. 0-0 against Austin when it sounded like Seattle was the dominant team. So unfortunate about that one. Sorry to hear that one. Seattle, you messed that one up. San Jose and Galaxy 3-1. Wow, 3-1. Also, rumors coming out of San Jose. We're not sure if Vela is into talks or talks are broke down, so that may have changed. So keep a tab on that. Fabian Renko will be the first one to let you know, or Tom Bogert, of course. Fabian is San Jose related, so he wouldn't be surprised if he gets it first. And then Portland, DC 2-2, and then the only game today was New England and Toronto. Toronto 1-0. So MLS season is up to start and kicking. And here we go. We move. And then, we got we have our bye next in MLS. That's the MLS scoreboard.
And it's good for us that we get to focus on Concacaf Champions. Again, that luxury of being in all these competitions. So
yeah. At least for this round.
For this round, so we have to take advantage of that. So but yeah, and that's Dynamo. And the scoreboard, I was gonna say, because I watched Miami's game against Orlando, and I expected more of Orlando just because they have a pretty good team this year. But I don't know what happened in that game.
Yeah, they farted and smelled their own shit, and that was the end of it. So, but yeah, let's just move it on from the MLS, and you just go into more bad news.
Yeah. So the Dash made a few adjustments to the preseason roster, and the big one coming off those news is that Ali Prysock mutually terminated the contract with the Dash, so she won't be playing her final year of her contract. And looks like it's obviously it's mutual. So it might have been like a personal thing from her end. So, and it's real disappointing, especially the timing of that. And as you can tell, OSG is not happy about it.
No, man. I was hoping she would come back at least on the bench as a substitute or something. And I told y'all I was feeling up to it. Like, hey, she's not returning back to camp. They even announced her not at camp yet. She's on vacation. She's doing this. She's doing that. She's flying in a plane. She's just chilling. Not preseason. Nothing. No soccer training. Nothing, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So it doesn't even sound like she's with another team at all. So mutual agreement to move on, and she may not even be playing anymore. That's hard to find out. We'll let you know if that ever happens. So in case you do want to follow her like I do, you can follow her. But as far as that does not look like but she could be, we'll see. She could be somewhere. You never know. I think players like to keep their lives personal. So I hope she's out there doing something. But yeah, she's gone. It's okay, whatever. She wasn't going to start and play, it looks like anyways, so why waste, I say, talent? Why waste some talent whenever you've got other things you can do? So, Jacobs and Lind, and we'll see what else the third piece will be. Puttingham, most likely. Jalissa Harris has been performing well in preseason, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on.
Yeah, good luck to her with whatever she does. And if it's retirement, then happy retirement, and hoping everything goes well. And as part of this news, also, the Dash did add 4 players to the preseason roster, and 3 of those are under 18 players, which I found interesting, or part of the trend that the Dash have been trying to involve more young players. And those players are goalkeeper Olivia Geller and forwards and Iva Jordan and Zoe Miles. And this is actually from the press release from the Dash. Uh, Olivia Geller is a Texas Christian University signee. He joined Houston's preseason training camp early last week. The high school senior previously played for the FC Dallas Academy and has been with the U.S. Youth National team, the under 17s. And Olivia Geller, oh wait, that was her. Oh yeah, Ava Jordan. Sorry, Jordan is a native of Las Vegas. Joined the team earlier this month in Tucson, and she already has experience with the national team as well as the ECNL, being winning the National Player of the Year in 2022, and already has like a lot of credentials to her name as well, because she also won the All America 2022 and 2023 player uh, for the ECNL, and also the conference player for 2022 and 2023. And she also helped assist the under 15 U.S. Youth National team with the Concacaf Championship. So that's great. And she's also part of the Dash preseason camp. And Zoe Miles, she also participating in preseason training. She is a Houston native. She mostly just played for the Solar SC Academy in Dallas, and she was part of ID camps for the US national team as well. And the other signing that was made to the preseason roster is Elia Skinner. She recently graduated from Virginia Tech and ended the 2023 regular season ranked second in the ACC with a save percentage of .823. So that was a mouthful, but I figured that was some useful information because I wasn't able to get footage from them for this week. But I think it's great that the Dash are getting a lot of opportunities for young players to prove themselves and open more doors for Fernando Alonso's squad.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that earlier off the air at the same time, and how we've got the draft picks and these youth players that you just mentioned. You get an opportunity to play with the team and have actually made the team now. And with 6, I think now it's down to 5 with Sarah Puttingham returning back to the team, to the Dash, with 1 day left in preseason practice. Really, I mean, before they're back to use, and then they're just back to use, no more scrimmages. It's still 5 players missing that have not been practicing with the team for weeks as the season's getting ready to start. So that's going to be something interesting to see as we start the season. Is with our youth, is going to have to step up, and they're going to be given the opportunity to play minutes for a few weeks to start the season. As our players will actually be fit as they return, so they can integrate themselves back into the lineup. But at the same time, they have not been playing with Fran Alonso, so they've got a lot to learn. And Fran Alonso, remember, who was late to camp because of visa issues. So there's not a lot of time that, i.e. Maria and Deanna Ordonez, have had with Fran to learn his system. So there's a chance the season might start off a little slow with the youth getting starts and people wondering why certain players are not playing. Well, that's why they have not been with the team. They've been with their national team, so they're not learning the system. They're not learning the new way. They haven't been scrimmaging at all with the team, so they're gonna have to catch up and get on board quick so that we can get back to the Dash pushing. So maybe one of those slow starts. Be patient, guys. Listen to the show. We'll let you know how we feel about it and tell you the truth, and keep you informed as players back returning and start getting fit again. And so hopefully we'll be right there on reporting the news. But look forward to this season starting here in 2 weeks now. 2 freaking weeks finally at North Carolina on the road first, and then we're at home. So everybody be ready, and we'll see y'all at the stadium. Well, that was a lot of good talk with Andreas there, who muted himself. So all the news that's been going on with the dash and everything was just it
I
was
thought I had it
just
unmuted.
silent thought, silent thought. So like if Andreas wants to actually use his words out loud now, please go ahead.
No, I was just saying like uh to support to always support the Dash, especially this year because they have a new coach and a lot of new faces, and obviously a new GM, which I'm surprised it hasn't been announced yet officially. And so, what I was gonna say that one of the ways you can support the team is by buying the two new kits that just came out, and OSG actually uh, did disclose this like a few episodes ago, and we actually got two kits instead of one. So the I love it and I hate it,
Yep.
and one kid and the other kid I just hate, and the one I love, the one I love is the home kid. Like
Oh
it's
wow,
the 10th
really?
anniversary kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a template, but yeah, like the home kid. It's a 10th anniversary kid. Really, just it has like all the details, like all the cards that Dash use are included here, like either as a small detail or just like most of it. Obviously, it's gonna be orange, but just based on the pictures that the Dash released, it's great. Obviously, I still have to like see it in person, but I just love the colors, and it's probably gonna be the jersey I'm gonna get pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll have to see him in person to decide because without really paying attention to him, I was like, let me get the sky blue one. Let me get the sky blue because I don't have a sky blue one. I have an orange Dynamo. I have an orange Dash. I have a black Dynamo. I have a purple Dynamo. Let me go with the sky blue. So, and then I want to try to make sure that I get to an away game this year with the Dash, and sky blue would be the color I would wear if I go as a fan. Wink, wink. I probably won't get to go as a fan. I'll get to go on other resources, which will be fun. But I'm very interested in going. I wouldn't get to wear the blue anyways because the trip I would try to make was Kansas City's. I guess that's their color, right? So I guess I have to. So, anyways, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't get to wear a color, but so I'll have to look at them and make a decision myself. It was kind of cool, neat that both every team got two new ones. But you're right. I think you said the away one kind of just was straight across the board, across the league, and boring. Everybody got the same one. Home was a little different. I don't know. I didn't like the cubics. It just reminded me of cubics at the same time. But so was a little snorky looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll see which one I get. I'm sure I'll do something just because they changed. I don't know. We'll see. we'll see. I'll get something because I support my Dash, and I'll be extra following the Dash this season for sure.
And I was gonna say I have the same problem as you do because I was specifically looking to buy a Space City Blue kit, and this kit is great. If it's not the prices it currently is right now, because if it was for less, I'm definitely gonna get it. But the main issue is that all the teams in NWSL have the same template as the away kit or the secondary kit, and ours is called the Space City Blue kit. It's definitely Space City Blue, but it's pretty much the same template as all the teams in NWSL, which just makes it even worse for me. Because look, if I get this shirt on a discount, I'm gonna buy it 100%. But if I'm gonna spend money on a kit, it's gonna be the home kit because it's a unique design. No one else has it, and man, I'm upset about that because I wanted like a blue one because I have like orange ones for Dash, and I just wanted like the Space City Blue one finally for them. But it's disappointing. If I get on sale, I'm gonna buy it.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was disappointed by that, but That's a
Yeah,
good way to
man.
close it, I guess.
That's it. I'm gonna get one of them. I don't know which one. I'll see them in person. I didn't go in the store and look at them when they were released because it was a game day. I should have because it was a Tuesday night 9:30 game. There's nobody in the stadium and nobody in the store, so I could have gone and looked at them. But I had other priorities, anyways. I was having fun. Recorded after the game, so it was like 1 o'clock in the morning before I got back to my room. Her mom was nice enough to drop me off at my room instead of me having to ride the train. So it was fun, and like I said again, I won't be able to go to this weekdays Wednesday home game against Columbus due to the fact that it is during the week and just work will interfere. I can't do that back to back like I just did. So
Yeah.
I guess I get a little break from traveling. So unfortunate, it goes back to back with me being sick, and then we having work interfere with the traveling. So I miss back to back events, but unfortunately, but I guarantee I'll make it up and I'll round up those miles. But otherwise, guys, y'all know where to find us. I know Fox City's getting ready to end it. OSG on Instagram and Dynamic Foxtrot on Instagram. We be posting videos left and right. Noodle Tempio on Twitter, Dynamic Foxtrot on Twitter. We post videos left and right, especially from the press conferences. As soon as they come out, we try to do clips and post those out as quick as possible. And we're breaking down the clips to where we're writing down the questions and you hear the answers. So you don't have to listen to an entire 12-minute press conference. Maybe now you have to listen to an 8-minute because I've taken out the question that's answered. I try to tag the people who asked the question if I know who the hell's asking the question. So apologize in advance if you're listening and like, oh, it doesn't tag. I don't know who you are sometimes unless they say who it is, and then I'll try to tag you. So I apologize in advance, but keep looking for that. There's a lot of those there's a lot of clips that keep coming out, as many as they do a week. So keep looking for that. And this is what 82,
82, yeah.
82 Noodle Time. Looking forward to 82 Noodle Time. Looking forward to 83. 83 means we're 1 week away from Dash, and then 84 means we did watch Dash. So. And then we play Colorado as well. So 2 weeks coming up, man. Interesting times. We're ready to go. So, yeah, man. Box, I digress. I'm done. I let it be. And let's move on. And take us out, brother. You can close it now, I guess.
No, yeah. The last thing I was going to say is that OSG and Herman are doing a very good job at clipping all the press conferences, all the player videos, and just posting those on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram is definitely a good resource, so check out that account at Dynamic Foxtrot again. And OSG does post it on his end at Noodle Tiempo, so make sure to check those accounts out. And this month is pretty big because this month just started, and Dash and Dynamo 2 are about to begin, in the second half of the month. So get ready, y'all. It's coming pretty quick. So you better be ready. So there's gonna be a lot of soccer, back to back Dash Dynamo 2 Dynamo Dash Dynamo 2 weekends. It's gonna be insane. So you better be ready.
You're right. Be ready for it.
Yeah, guys. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the support, sharing all of our stuff, and it's staying real, y'all.
In this episode on an L.
Yeah.